Base. This is Recon 1. I have contact in my 12 o'clock position. 0.25 clicks and holding.
Roger, Recon 1. Hold your position.
10-4 maintaining position. Our subject has a friend. It looks like he just received a drop of some sort. Let's hope it's not payment from the latest job. I don't think so. I'm as close as I can get without giving away my 20. I'm going on the grab to see what they're saying. Alert. Base, this is Recon 1. Op C is approaching my position. Repeat. Op C is approaching my position.
I'm preparing the extraction team to get you out of there.
No, it's okay. I'm in deep cover. I'll hold still.
Jake, what are you doing? I can see you.
I need you to walk away.
No. I need you to walk toward the house. It's almost time for dinner and you need to get cleaned up.
I'm in the middle of something very important here. This is serious and you're ruining it.
Jake, are we done? Dude, you said we could play Minecraft like 2 hours ago, bro.
Hi, Jimmy.
Hey, Mrs. Harvard!
I think it's time you found something a little more constructive to do than spy on our neighbors. Don't you?
What do we know about them, huh? They could be working for the Chinese or the Russians.
Actually, they work for the mobile phone company across the street.
See? Communications. Doesn't that sound a little suspicious to you?
Jake, you keep this up, and someone's going to call the police on you.
Well, they wouldn't know I was there if you don't give away my position.
Jake, I am not done talking to you.
Kids, right? Oh, Miss H, can I get some pudding pasta before I go back to my parents' place?
Sure, Jimmy.
Awesome. You're the best, Miss H. Jake, wait up!
Enter password. Good to see you again, Jake. What do you need?
Freedom.
Searching.
Hazmat to Highway 147.
I found this. Freedom is defined as the right to speak, act or think as one wants without hindrance or restraint.
Exactly.
I'm glad you agree.
All units respond. Incident reported at 4th and Main. Armed robbery in progress at the Fast Mart. Please be advised. Possible 187.
Unit 15 en route.
187. 187. Homicide. I knew it.
27, I'm 1 mile away, code 3.
Unit 10, south corner, hold my position, over.
I should be out there.
Good morning. Your mother's made waffles for you. They're over there on the table.
I love cereal.
So, Brittany, how are plans for camp this summer coming along?
Do I really have to go?
Have to? I thought you'd want to. I mean, think how much better you'll be after 6 weeks of cheer camp.
She doesn't even like cheerleading. She only does it so she can be at the games with Zach Roberts.
That's not true.
Really? Then what do the initials ZR stand for?
Jake, have you been reading my diary?
Have you been leaving it lying around on your dresser?
Oh!
Guys, please, that's enough. Do we really have to do this every morning?
Why doesn't Jake have to go anywhere this summer? Don't they have spy camp or something?
I wish.
Actually, your mother and I have been talking about this. See, we've been wanting to go on a vacation for a while now, overseas. We just haven't had the right opportunity. This summer, we think it might be a good time.
If we can find someplace for Jake to go.
Actually, Bev, taken care of.
Oh?
Yeah, I made arrangements with a relative. Can you pass the syrup? These waffles look fantastic. I'll get it.
Ross, which relative?
Uncle Benny.
Uncle Benny.
What? Everybody was busy already this summer. I mean, so I naturally thought...
I am not going.
Honey, we can postpone our trip.
No. Don't be ridiculous. He'll be fine.
Are we talking about the same Uncle Benny? The one who set fire to a daycare?
He didn't set fire to it, Bev. He just hadn't used a gas stove before. Besides, he's got a good heart. He just doesn't make the right decisions.
Didn't he get arrested by the Mexicans or something?
That was a misunderstanding. I mean, who'd want to smuggle people into Mexico? It was just a bit of bad luck.
A bit of bad luck? Isn't that his whole life, Ross?
Come on, Bev, he's my brother. Besides, he's got a good job now. He's changed over the past few years.
Some things don't change.
What is that supposed to mean? I can't believe... I'm still eating.
Remember, this is our son we're talking about. Columbia, South Carolina may not be the big city, but he can still find trouble.
Mom's right. I would just get into trouble.
It's not in Columbia, dear. He's in the District of Columbia.
Washington, D.C. Well, that's even better.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. Thank you again for choosing Rural Bus Line. I just got off the phone with my sister. She said we're going to have great weather for the duration of the trip. So sit back, relax, and remember, if there's anything we can do for you, we've probably already done it.
You got me flying so high. I'm gonna grab a piece of the sky. Now this is what I'm talking about. When every day's a miracle, the time is now. Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Jakey! Oh, I'm so glad you made it. Look at you, all grown up. Come on and give your Uncle Benny a big hug.
Trace, honey, let's go get our bags.
Sorry. I knew that couldn't be you back there. Yep, you and me. We're gonna have a good time together this summer. I got a few things planned already. Hey, you ever ridden in a caddy? You're gonna be riding in style this summer. So, what kind of food do you like? Because I was gonna pick up some things tomorrow. Huh? What do you like?
Whatever.
Right. Easy to please. I like that. We're a lot alike, the two of us.
So you've lived in D.C. for a while?
Yep. Well, Alexandria. It's right outside D.C. It's been good. Just needed a new start, you know. After the aquarium incident and all.
Aquarium incident?
You don't know about that? I figured everyone in the family heard about that one.
What happened?
When things go wrong, Jakey, the boss has to find someone to blame. Because I happened to be the one who left Floppy in the wrong tank for the night, suddenly I became the fall guy.
Floppy? Like as in the sea lion? The one who did all the tricks and stuff?
Yep. You remember him?
Yeah, we saw him when I was a little kid. Didn't he get eaten by a killer whale or something?
Listen to me. You cannot trust those things. So I let it go. Dropped everything and moved up here to join the Secret Service and protect the president.
Wow, really? You're in the Secret Service? That is so awesome.
No, they have a pretty extensive background check, so... Well, I didn't want to do that anyway. I did have a job in protection, though. Sold insurance for a while. How about you? Got any plans for your time here with your Uncle Benny?
Not really, just checking off the days.
I see. So, Jakey, this is where you're gonna stay while you're here. I got your bunk bed. I remember how you like the top bunk. Tomorrow, I'll let you catch up on your sleep a little, and you can meet me in the office around 2 or so. The metro stops right at the end of the street up there, and that'll take you downtown. Oh, here you go, Jakey. My address is on the card.
Mabel's Dry Cleaners?
What? Oh, sorry.
I beg your indulgence. Good people, I must confess, I know not by what magnificent means she travels so swiftly, and without the aid of horses. It is beyond the ability of this feeble mind to comprehend. Could someone please explain?
He's a private investigator? Cool.
Are you planning to hire the professional?
What?
The professional. It's misspelled. Why do you need an investigator?
I don't need an investigator. I'm just here to see my uncle.
Benny Harvard is your uncle?
Yes? Who are you?
Well, my name's Catherine, but if you're anything like your uncle, you better stick with my nickname, Cat. It's easier to spell.
You have a dog, Cat? Doesn't that seem a little strange?
You have a purse. Doesn't that seem a little strange?
It's not a purse. It's a satchel.
Right. And he isn't my dog. He just hangs around here sometimes. Plus, my name starts with a K. What's your name?
Jake.
Jake Harvard?
Yes. Are we done with the interrogation?
So it's your first time in DC?
I didn't say that.
Please. No one buys a one-way ticket on the metro when they can get a ticket for the whole day for practically the same price.
Listen.
I wish we could hear what he's saying.
You want to find out? I happen to have a secret listening device.
Wow.
I know, right?
Aren't they supposed to be smaller? I mean, if you're gonna call it a secret listening device, it's not very secret.
What kind of detective overlooked something like that? That was conclusive proof that he stole my cat, and you lost it. The cat's probably 3 states away by now.
Look, I'm really sorry. I feel horribly about this, and I wish there was something I could do to make it up to you.
Oh, there is. You'll be hearing from my lawyer soon enough.
Please, please, I really can't afford to pay anything right now.
Oh, you can't? You? What about me, huh? How am I supposed to go on knowing that my pretty paws is living with another family? And she's supposed to be with me.
Hey, Uncle Benny.
Jakey, how are you this morning?
Good. How are you?
Me? Great.
Cat.
The cat, yeah, he was a little upset about that, wasn't he? I'm sorry you guys had to see that.
Her name's Cat. She was introducing herself.
Right. I'm Benny. Benny Harvard.
So you're a detective. Why didn't you say that? That must be so cool.
Oh, you know, it's just like any job, really. You do the best you can till you run out of customers, and then move on to the next job.
I'm pretty sure that's not how it's supposed to work.
I suppose you're gonna tell me your dad has worked the same job his whole life, Has he?
No.
See, there you go.
He had to quit his job as a brain surgeon once he got elected to Congress.
Don't you two have someplace you need to go?
Want to go to the mall?
I hate shopping.
The National Mall. You know, with all the monuments?
Right. I knew that.
Okay, on your way then.
So, how long are you here in D.C.?
For the whole summer. My parents been out of the country on a trip. Hooray for them.
My dad works up there. He's in his second term, so we've lived here since I was 9.
Wow. It must be pretty cool having your dad in Congress. My dad's just a salesman.
He's not... He's always busy.
So you just hang around with friends then?
Not really. I'm not big on that kind of thing. I stay with my aunt most of the time. She has a restaurant. See that building over there?
Archives of the United States?
That is one of my favorite places. It's where they keep the Constitution and the Declaration of Independence.
Sounds kind of boring to me.
Boring? Do you know how important those documents are? Americans can decide for themselves how they want to live their lives. And if we don't like our government, we can vote them out. Most countries are not like that. And it's the Declaration of Independence that made the difference. It says America believes that God gave us the right to live in freedom and to do our best to make a good life for ourselves without the government bothering us.
Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, right?
Exactly. And that's what makes America so special. Because people have the freedom to do whatever they're interested in the past 200 years, Americans have invented more things than were invented in all of the last 2,000 years combined. Things like airplanes, movies, phones, computers, and millions of other things.
Well, that still might have happened without the Declaration of Independence.
Maybe, but I also think it's because we included God, that He made this country great.
I don't think I believe in that.
Well, it doesn't matter if you do. It's either true or it's not. Come on, I want to show you the Lincoln Memorial.
Uncle Benny, your mail's here.
Anything good?
This one says final notice. That doesn't sound like anything good.
No, it doesn't. If we don't get some work soon, I'll have to... Well, I'm not sure what I'll do.
So, who's Ronnie Taylor?
Ronnie Taylor? One bad dude, that guy. You know, I tracked him all the way to Mexico. Almost lost him. But we picked him up at the border with a few $100,000 of drug money. That was my first case.
And how many cases have you solved?
How many? Oh. Well, there's that one, and yeah, that's the main one. It was in all the newspapers and stuff.
And you've been doing this for 5 years. Seems like you would have solved more than that.
Yeah. Hey, I've got to get back to work. Can you water the plant by that desk there before I forget about it?
Sure. I guess I'm getting paid for this, right?
Oh, please. You gotta help me. You gotta help me find my husband.
Okay, but you might want to talk to my uncle.
Hello?
Oh, thank goodness you're older. My husband disappeared, and I need somebody's help.
Come in. Come in and sit down.
He's 69, and he didn't come home 3 days ago.
3 days? Have you gone to the police?
Well, I tried that, but they won't do anything.
Well, now, I know it seems that way, but these things just take some time.
No, I mean, they told me they won't do anything.
What? Why would they say that?
I don't know. 2 officers came to my house, and they told me that he didn't exist, that there is no such person. And I should just keep it to myself, but I have proof. I have plenty of proof that he existed, and he was a fine, upstanding man. And I have money. I would give every penny I have to get my Alfred back.
Mrs. Meanors, I assure you, I will do everything I can to get your husband back. You're in good hands with Benny Harvard.
Thank you, Mr. Harvard.
Call me Benny.
Okay, Benny. And if you need someone to corroborate my story, there's plenty of people down at St. Luke's Hospital that'd be happy to vouch for me.
St. Luke's Psychiatric Hospital?
Yes, it's just up the street. I'll be waiting for your call, Mr. Harvard. Benny.
How may I help you?
I'm looking for Kat.
Oh, I don't think we have, yeah, we do have beef, chicken, fish.
Oh, there she
Would
is.
that work? What? Ah, Kat, right.
Hey, Kat.
Oh, hey, Jake.
Are you busy?
No, I was just helping my aunt a little.
Can you keep a secret?
Yeah.
So, the police say she doesn't have a husband, but my uncle says she's crazy.
And what makes you think she's not?
I don't know, she might be, but wouldn't it be fun to investigate the case for him?
Yeah, I guess. But what evidence do you have?
Plenty. There's a whole file of stuff. There's documents, letters, pictures of the man she says is her husband. There are also a bunch of checks in here written to a man named Meanors. It's from a company called the Timepiece Group. Now, I did a search online, and I think it's a clock company.
Are they in D.C.?
I don't know. There was no address, phone number, or email. The page I found just had a bunch of clocks on it.
It's not very good marketing. It's strange that there's no record of him. I mean, it seems obvious from all this stuff that he existed.
Get this. She said the police showed up at her house after he disappeared. I don't know if she called them first or not. What if they weren't real police? I'm just saying, it's possible.
Hey, do you notice anything in this picture?
I don't think so.
Look what she's wearing.
Scrubs. That makes perfect sense. She must work at St. Luke's.
This is big, Jake. We have to go tell your uncle right away.
Wait. Don't you think we should do a little more investigating first, just to be sure?
Jake, this is important. Don't you think he needs to know about it?
He didn't even want the case, remember?
That is because he thought she was a patient, not a nurse.
Kat, do you know how many cases my uncle has solved?
No.
1. That means we've solved almost as many as he has. Listen, let's do it for him. He gets kicked out of his building if he doesn't pay the rent by the end of next week. We'll find out everything that happened to Mr. Meanors and tell him about it. I mean, think about how awesome that would be.
And what if we fail?
We won't. I know this stuff. It's eggs in the coffee.
Eggs in the coffee?
It's detective slang. It means it's easy.
Hope you know what you're doing.
Trust me. Uncle Benny, time for breakfast.
Breakfast? Really? You didn't even want to make cereal yesterday.
I figured it'd be a good way to get us started on our day.
Well, that's a nice thought. But there's not a whole lot to get started on. Actually, I figured we'd just stay around here today.
What?
There's not much reason to go into the office.
No, we have to go in.
Why?
What if someone comes in with a case?
Then they've come to the wrong place. I obviously can't help them.
Don't say that. Maybe you just haven't found the right case yet.
Yeah, right.
Come on, you can't quit that easy. You gotta give it one more chance.
Why does it matter to you if I get work or not?
Because you're my uncle. Hey, family has to stick together. So we're going.
One more day, Jakey.
Yes.
You're gonna burn the sausages.
Oh.
Pardon, 1,000 pardons. Could I... A penny, a half penny would be deeply appreciated. On my honor, I will repay you double once my fortune has been restored to me.
Here you go. You do this every day?
If you mean begging for my daily bread, the answer is an emphatic no.
No, I meant the whole Patriot outfit thing.
Oh, this is all I have at present.
I see. Good luck.
Paper. I say.
Hey, Jake. Where have you been?
My uncle didn't want to come into work today, so I had to do a little convincing. Have you made any progress?
Not yet, but I do think it's weird that this website for the timepiece group doesn't have any information. I mean, it looks like there's links, but when you click on them, it doesn't take you anywhere.
Yeah, that is weird. Oh, look what I found.
MIT?
MIT. It stands for the Massachusetts Institute of Technology. It's one of the top universities in the country for science and technology.
And he graduated from there?
No, he taught there.
So why was he working in a clock shop if he could have been teaching at the college still?
Exactly. It doesn't add up. I'm sure teaching at MIT would pay a lot more than a place that doesn't even have a working website.
You know what? We're probably gonna have to talk to Miss Meanors.
I was thinking the same thing. I just don't know why she'd talk to us about anything.
Well, you were there when she came to see your uncle, right?
Yeah. She actually thought I was the detective at first.
Well, then maybe she'll think you work for him.
Maybe. We can give it a try. Do you know where the hospital is?
Yeah, I looked it up last night. It's not too far from the Ford Theater.
The Ford Theater? The place where Lincoln was shot? Is that still there?
Yeah, they still do plays there and stuff. My dad said he was gonna take me to one, but we've never been. They have lots of stuff for tourists to learn about President Lincoln.
What more is there to learn? He's like the most popular president. They talk about him non-stop in school.
What can I get for you guys?
Water?
Bottled water?
Just in cups. Thanks, Danaya.
It's Tanya.
Actually, George Washington is the most popular president, according to most polls.
My mistake.
Did you know that George Washington declared a national day of thanking God before President Lincoln made Thanksgiving an official holiday? Oh yeah, I forgot. You don't believe in God.
I believe in what I can see. If you can't see it, it's not real.
Like wind?
What?
Wind. You can't see it, but that doesn't mean it's not real. You can see what it does, but you can't see it.
Well, that's different.
What about electricity? Or feelings? Like, if you had a crush on me, I wouldn't even know until you told me.
But I'm not gonna tell you that.
Right, see? Some feelings you just keep to yourself.
But I don't like you. I mean, I don't not like you. You're nice and smart and, I mean, you're cute and all. I'm just saying
Jake,
that...
It was an example.
Oh. Good. Here's the water.
You know, you guys should really buy something if you're gonna sit here. We do have paying customers that need seats.
We'll be gone soon. Thanks, Tanya. I just thought of something. How are we gonna get your uncle to come to work tomorrow so we can keep on investigating?
Good question.
Benny Harvard, private investigator.
Mr. Harvard, it has come to my attention that you are in pursuit of a rather elusive feline.
I'm sorry, sir. I only speak English. I don't know if I can help you.
Do you know the name Pretty Paws?
What? Yes. Yes, I understand. What do you know about Pretty Paws?
I'll just say, 'twould be a pity to not find the kitty.
Is that all? What else?
Good day to you, sir.
Wait! Wait!
Well, that should keep him coming to the office for at least a day or two.
Oh,
Here you go.
Well, that was rather exhilarating.
Yeah, it's pretty fun to impersonate people.
Fascinating device, that. And you say he was almost a half mile away? Sounded as though he was standing right next to me.
Well, we have to go, so next time we need a jobby, we'll look you up.
Jobby?
What? Every detective says that. It's someone you hire for a job.
Right.
Good day.
Big break in a case. Come in here and see this. I got an anonymous call from someone who gave me this clue in my missing cat case.
It would be a pity to not find kitty. Are you sure that's what he said?
Of course I'm sure. Listening is the first skill you need to have if you want to be a good detective. I tell you, we figure that out and we find our criminal.
So you'll be working on this for the next couple of days then?
That's what it takes. I really hope I won't have to fly out of the country. The man on the phone had an accent he was trying to cover up, but I'm pretty sure he was Peruvian.
Peruvian? Well, you wouldn't spend money on a ticket to Peru until you're sure, right? I mean, those are expensive tickets.
Sometimes, Jakey, you gotta spend money to make money. But we'll see how it shakes out over the next couple of days first. Yep, Benny Harvard is on the case.
We can't get in.
We can get in.
Just stay close.
Richard, third floor pickup. Richard, third floor pickup.
Third floor. Someone's coming. Let's go.
Jerry. Jerry?
That was close. I think I know how we can find her. Okay, paging. Lola Meanors to 3rd floor lobby. Lola Meanors to 3rd floor lobby.
So what did your husband do for a living?
Well, he's a scientist, of course. When we were first married, he worked on developing new kinds of engines for airplanes and spacecraft and that sort of thing. But then he got an offer to be a teacher, and we moved to Massachusetts, and we lived there for 30 years.
And when did you move to Washington, D.C.?
Oh, I don't know, 5 or 6 years ago. He got an offer to come and work for a company.
The Timepiece Group?
Yes. Yes, he said he wanted to do something different, and so we moved here.
And what did he do for that company, Miss Meanors?
I don't know exactly. They're very, very careful about keeping their research to themselves. And I wasn't even supposed to talk about it.
What research? How many secrets could a clock company have?
Timepiece Group is not a clock company.
No, it's a
standards agency.
Exactly.
Are you two going to remember all of this? Maybe I should just go and talk to Benny by myself.
No, it's okay. Kat, she has all of it written down on notes. What did you show her real quick?
Oh, I don't know.
Nope, it's okay. One more question. Was there anything strange going on with Mr. Meanors before he disappeared?
No, he's just been working a lot lately. Sometimes he doesn't even come home at night. He's got so much to do that he just works straight through the night.
And that's unusual?
Yes, I don't remember that ever happening before. Look, I gotta get back to work. Please tell Benny that I'll see him soon.
Okay.
What's with the picture?
Here, that's the last of the lemons. Are you gonna buy anything? Because it's already 2 o'clock and my shift ends in 30 minutes.
I think we're fine for now.
Hey, I just noticed something about the clocks on here. They're all on the exact hour, and there's one for each hour. I wonder if there's some sort of passcode to get in.
Try clicking on them in order.
Nothing. What if we start at 12? Because that's the real beginning of the day.
Try it.
We're in.
Awesome. Okay, let me see this. It's the Timepiece Group. Furtherance of research and technology linking time and space.
Time and space? Like time travel?
There's no such thing as time travel. This must just be some made-up... Under the oversight of the House Committee on Science, Space, and Technology.
What?
My dad, he's on that committee.
Your dad is? Well, that's awesome. We can go to him and ask him about all of this.
I don't think so. He took an oath never to discuss what they do on the committee.
Never? I'm sure he'll talk about it to family.
You obviously don't know my dad very well. He hardly even knows I exist.
Well, that's great. We have a perfect lead and we can't even follow it. What else does it say on here? What's that? It has all the scientists listed on here. Peter Barnes, Dr. Shulman, Dr. Stratford. There's no Mr. Meanors on here.
Anything? Are you guys gonna buy anything?
I'm not really hungry.
I'll have a cookie.
Big tip on the way.
Kat, we have to find these other scientists and see if any of them knows what happened to Mr. Meanors.
How many? You understand this is a situation that we cannot have come to light. How can I be more clear on that? Right? Do what you have to, but make sure that DC Metro doesn't come knocking on my doors asking questions.
Congressman Adams.
Get it done. Yeah, Brett.
The files for House Bill 2768, they're finished with the draft, and now they're ready for your approval.
Fine. You close the door on the way out?
Right.
Good day.
What are you doing here?
You?
Why are you here?
I beg your pardon. I'm here to see an investigator.
Well, this is not the one you want. You need to go now.
Unhand me. I will not. Why of all the impertinence? Never in my life have I...
Please, I'll explain later. Just go.
Jake, what's going on here?
Nothing.
Can I help you, sir?
I would be most appreciative if you could. Is that one yours?
He's my nephew.
I see. Very generous boy, that one. And I would have said well-mannered until now.
That accent of yours. You know, that's a hard one to mistake.
Oh, you don't say?
You know, I've always wanted to visit Canada. What province are you from?
Canada? My dear man, Canada is a province. Or at least it was. I'm not sure of anything anymore. Except the fact that I'm not from the province of Canada. I am an American.
Right, American. You don't sound like any American I know.
Well, therein lies the problem. I do not belong here.
Oh, now I wouldn't say that. America is a place where people are welcome from all over the world. You shouldn't feel out of place.
Yes, but I do. Things aren't as they seem.
I want you to know, if you need a friend, you can count on me. Now, why don't you just tell me what seems to be the problem?
No, you would find it far too preposterous to even believe.
Whatever it is, I'm sure I've heard stranger things.
All right. It would seem that I have been transported through time. But I've yet to even tell you my story. Of all the rash behavior, never in my days, and believe me, there have been many.
I'll be back in a minute. Hey, hold on a sec.
Presently, I'm in no mood
Wait up.
for idle chatter.
Well, neither am I. Just, what do you mean back there about being transported?
Precisely what I said. But what does it matter? No one here believes me.
I do. I mean, I might. Just, I need to know what happened to you.
What happened? I don't know what happened. I was having tea with friends when suddenly I found myself transported to this bustling metropolis teeming with speeding carriages and oddly clad, self-obsessed individuals who claim to be Americans. Please, you tell me what happened.
I don't know, but this is big. You have to come with me and tell Kat exactly what you just told me. Maybe we can help.
Agent Bates, National Security Agency. We need you to come with us.
Me? Under whose authority?
You're under arrest.
I'm under arrest? But what offense have I committed?
Vagrancy for one. Just get in the vehicle.
What is this about?
You'll be wise to stay out of this, son.
looked up the 4 scientists from the website, and all 4 have died in the past 48 hours. Dr. Barnes and Dr. Stratford both died in car accidents. Dr. Schulman was shot in an armed robbery at the gas station. And Dr. Braun died from taking the wrong medication for his heart, which he'd been taking for the past 20 years. This is serious, Jake. Whoever did this is very dangerous. The only good thing is that so far, nobody knows we are involved in this.
Maybe. They just took our friend the Patriot guy, you know.
What? What do you mean they took him? Who took him?
Some agents from the NSA. They said he was under arrest.
What would that have to do with the scientist disappearing?
Listen, I don't think the Patriot was acting. He really believes he's from the 1700s.
Well, that's crazy.
Unless he's somehow involved with the timepiece group.
And they actually came up with the way to transport people through time.
If they did, I know they would do whatever it took to keep that a secret.
But who? Who's they?
The government, right? That's who's behind the timepiece group. Kat, we need to talk to your dad.
Hey, Rick.
Catherine, it's been a long time.
Is my dad in?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. He's on the floor right now introducing a new bill. It's probably gonna be a while.
No. Is that who I think it is?
Hey, Brett.
Hi. Where have you been lately?
My aunt, mostly. You know.
Well, someone's better than no one. You can trust me on that. Who's your friend here?
Oh, this is Jake. Jake, this is Brett. She's my dad's assistant.
Chief of Staff.
Right.
You can wait in his office if you'd like. Kat, I got you something for your birthday, but I thought I was gonna have to return it because you stopped coming by. What do you think?
It's awesome.
You know, I told your dad that I thought he ought to give it to you, but he was busy with stuff, so.
Is he coming in soon?
Well, I don't know. We never really know how long they're gonna be in session. What are you guys up to?
We need to ask him about his committee. They may be involved with criminal activity.
Wow. Well, that sounds serious.
This folder contains everything we could find on you. What's going on here?
What is going on here is I am being held against my will, without cause. Who gave you the right?
We do what we do to protect our citizens, especially when we pick up chatter about someone like you who may pose a threat.
Threat? I've threatened no one. And what of my rights as an individual? This nation was founded as a nation of liberty, and yet you treat her citizens in this manner?
At this point, we have no proof that you even are a citizen. And even so, what we do is for the greater good. People enjoy their safety.
My good man, the safest place on this earth is a padded prison cell. And who wants to live their lives in prison? I, for one, choose freedom.
Well, you're a lot closer to a padded cell right now than you are to freedom. Now, do you want to start answering our questions?
I have spoken to you at length on the matter. I have nothing more to add.
So let me see if I've got this straight. This guy, who is supposedly from the 1700s, got picked up by the NSA, and you need to ask him questions.
Right.
Well, you know, I think that if the authorities are on top of it, it's in good hands.
But that's the thing. The authorities have it all wrong, and they need to know about the scientists who have been killed.
I think I know what you two need, and I know just the person to help. Rachel, hey, do you still have that contact at the amusement park? Great. Good. See if you can round up a couple of passes. I've got some kids here who I think need something to do. Okay.
We need to talk to my dad.
Okay. But I don't think he's going to be able to do anything to help you either.
You know what? She's right. My dad's just gonna say he can't discuss it, and our investigation's gonna be over.
Kat, we can't let that happen. I mean, there are people counting on us.
I'm sure my dad will take care of it.
Maybe.
What do you mean, maybe? Why wouldn't he?
Kat, there's a possibility that your dad...
Don't say it. My dad is not involved with a scientist being killed.
All I'm saying is that we need to keep working on this case. We can't quit until we know for sure who's behind this.
Yeah, I think so.
Project Elimination.
The project has yielded no significant developments to date and does not meet standards for funding going forward.
No significant developments. If they really are transporting people through time, I would call that significant.
Look at this. Lead scientist Dr. Alfred Meanors, tasked with overseeing the agency's shutdown.
So he shows up on this search. Where was he before?
This computer has top secret access.
Top secret? Really? Aren't we in enough trouble already?
Yeah, we should go.
Ah, how nice of you to show up. Do you know what time it is, Jake?
No, sir.
The office has been closed for an hour. I would like to go home sometime tonight if it isn't too much to ask.
I'm sorry.
We have an early start tomorrow. That woman from the mental hospital called today. She's coming in first thing tomorrow for a meeting.
I thought you weren't gonna take her case.
Well, it turns out she actually works at the hospital, believe it or not. I wish you would have made that clear in the first place. In any case, she said something big has happened and she wants to meet.
That's great.
I'll see you in the morning then.
Okay, bye.
Huh?
Yeah. I guess it's time to start looking for another career.
Come on. You can always find another place, right?
I wish it were that easy. Fact is, my investigator's license is about to be revoked, too. You have to be able to actually solve cases to keep your license.
Oh.
Tell me what's going on.
Last night, when I was watering our garden, I found something very strange indeed.
Oh?
Do you have your listening device?
No, I've got something better. I just installed a fiber optic camera.
This is our garden marker. It has looked like that ever since we've lived there. I have no doubt that it's hundreds of years old.
Can you zoom in?
No, not really.
And this is what I found last night. The exact same stone, but with words carved in it. It looks really old.
Vandals.
It's not very clear. Can you tell it to optimize or something?
This isn't the movies, Kat.
Mrs. Meanors, you got a problem here. Do you see that? That's a kudzu vine. You don't get that out of there right away, it's gonna take over your whole garden.
But if it's just vandals, how do they know about Al?
Al?
My husband, Alfred. Those last two letters are his initials. He signs everything like that.
Is your husband a vandal?
Heavens, no.
Well, if you don't mind me asking, what did he do for a living?
He's a scientist. Haven't we gone over this already?
Been over it. This is the first time we've discussed any of it.
Well, didn't those two young people tell you?
Hey, can I get you guys something? A drink, maybe?
We don't have anything to drink.
I can run and get something.
Jake, we're busy here. Please stop interrupting.
Of course. Sorry.
Now, where were we?
Anytime he writes a note or a message, he always signs it with his initials, A.M. I know it's him. I know he's trying to tell me something. I just don't know what.
Neither do I. Neither do I.
We need to see that message.
They're coming.
Jakey, I have to go investigating with Mrs. Meanors here. I may be gone late. You can catch the metro home if you need to.
Okay.
So do you really think it was Mr. Meanor sending the message?
If you went back in time and you needed to send a message to people you knew, what better way than to carve it in a rock you knew would be in the exact same place years later?
That's crazy. Do you really think that's what happened?
It's possible. Pictures aren't here. They must have taken them. Let's go. So the question is, if Mr. Meanors is stuck back in time, how do we get him back? I mean, there must have been some kind of machine to transport him, right?
Right.
But the thing is, the Patriot guy said he was just sitting in his house and he was transported unexpectedly. How is that even possible if he doesn't have a time machine?
Do you think it was on accident?
I don't know.
There's 47.
You're right.
Check, I think I found it. Looks like I-O...
What's this?
Is that an N?
Ion. $13 W. Does this look like an I to you?
It could be a 4.
Yeah, okay. I think you're right. Okay, so 40 N 13 W. It sounds like a GPS thing.
You're right, like longitude and latitude. And you know, we are pretty close to the 40th parallel north.
Really? And where would 13 West put us?
Let's see. Somewhere in Europe.
That can't be right. This has got to mean something else. Kat, if you wanted to bury something, where would you do it so it never got dug up or destroyed during some construction project?
The woods.
What if this is 40 feet north and 13 feet west? Or it could be yards.
It could be paces.
That way is north.
I've decided, out of the goodness of my heart, that I'm going to give you one more chance to come clean. But my superiors need answers, and they're getting very impatient. Now, who are you?
As I have already told you, I am the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court of Rhode Island.
We've looked into that, and it doesn't pan out.
Have you looked at the year 1773?
That's it. You do know that I can keep you in here indefinitely and make your life miserable. You do know that.
Sir, actually...
When did we get this?
It just came by courier.
They're requesting that he be released.
What does the congressman have to do with this?
I don't know. But we really can't keep him here any longer without cause anyway.
Don't you think I know that? We need to figure out what's going on here.
We may still be able to do that. We picked up some comm intel from a couple of others who seem to be involved.
Oh.
Yeah, a couple of teenagers.
I found something. What told the truest tale of Bow Marches now lies but once in night and once in day, and wound will show where hidden subjects lay.
Lie.
What?
The English is wrong. It should be where hidden subjects lie.
But that wouldn't rhyme.
But it would be right.
Okay, I think we're getting a little off track here.
Right. Let me see this. This isn't Bow Marches. This is Beaumarchais. We learned about him in literature. I think he wrote plays or something.
Plays? Which ones?
Like The Barber of Seville or something.
What told the truest tale of Beaumarchais? Did he write any non-fiction or tell any true stories?
I don't know. We can check the internet. Let's see. I don't have any service.
Me neither. Maybe we can get on.
Do you hear that? What is that?
I don't know, but let's go. Who leaves their house unlocked while they're gone?
She has a lot on her mind. There's a computer. Right.
Beaumarchais.
Okay. Let's see. Pierre Beaumarchais. He worked as a watchmaker with his father. He wrote 3 famous plays. And, he helped America gain support from his country. That's pretty much it.
What told the truest tale of Beaumarchais? What did he tell that was the truth?
He told time. That would be true.
Maybe. All of his other stories were fiction, so time could be his truest tale. What's the next line?
Now lies but once in night and once in day.
Lies. Lies where?
But once in night and once in day.
What if lies means not telling the truth? It lies all the time except once at night and once during the day. A broken clock. When a clock stops working, it's lying, right?
Right.
Except for 2 times. Even when it's broken, it's still right. Once at night and once in day.
So the answer is a broken timepiece. As in the timepiece group breaking up?
What's the last line?
And wound will show where hidden subjects lay.
What wound? As in people getting hurt? It's the same guys that took the Patriot. They must be looking for Miss Meanors now.
Jake, what if the clue wasn't about the timepiece group? Could it have been just about a broken clock?
Let's go.
Okay. Down.
will show where hidden subjects lay. A wound will show where hidden subjects lay. It doesn't seem to have any damage on it.
What's that on the bottom?
Huh? It's a key. For what, though?
Maybe it's for winding it up.
What did you say?
Maybe it's for winding it up.
And wound will show where hidden subjects lay. We have to wind it. Doesn't do anything.
Try it again.
John Gatsby. Who's that?
I don't know.
Time passes. 7:20 a.m. It's that thing again.
I've got him in the woods out back.
Run.
They're headed to the city.
We're walking. This is fun learning about our nation's capital, right? Right? Oh, yeah. Well, come on, right this way. And walking and stop. Okay. Now, here on my left, we have the Smithsonian Air and Space Museum, best known as the location for the movie Night at the Museum 2. Not really sure what else is known for, but I do think that a few other movies have been made here.
Isn't it known for having the Wright Brothers flyer in the Spirit of St. Louis?
And the space capsule from the Apollo mission to the moon.
Yeah, not really sure about those, but I do know that there is a space shuttle in there somewhere.
No, that's the Smithsonian Annex. It's like 20 miles from here.
Down.
Oh.
God doesn't know anything.
Okay. Well, looks like we're all learning something today, doesn't it? Well, let's keep moving. Let's keep moving. Now, right down the street, we're gonna come across a great big building with that giant dome thingy.
They couldn't have come this far. Let's double back.
Q4 units, fugitives westbound on foot, 4th and Independence.
Turn left up here.
Cat, we have to go.
We'll hit them off down below.
Right. So glad you can make it, guys.
Get her. You're hurting me! Let us go! Leave her alone!
Shut it. Hop up. Let's go. Got it?
Congratulations. It's not often we have every agent out in the city looking for 2 children.
We're 13.
Right. I need to know right now what's going on.
I'm pretty sure you know more about it than we do. You're the ones trying to cover it up.
Is that what we're doing? I see. And what exactly is it that we're covering up?
The whole time travel thing. You got rid of the Patriots' evidence, the scientists, and now you're trying to get rid of us. It's not gonna work, you know. Once her dad finds out what you're doing, you're gonna be sorry.
Oh, yes. Your father. That reminds me. Agencies of the Department of Homeland Security are hereby requested to use any and all force necessary to apprehend fugitives Jake Harvard, age 13, and Catherine Adams, age 13, in a matter of utmost importance to the national security of the United States of America. Is that your father?
Oh my, it looks like someone broke into my house.
Looks like someone's been digging a bunch of holes in the woods back there. Is this yours?
No.
Ms. Devers from the Congressman's office, I presume.
I sure am.
I'm Agent Simmons. I just need you to sign here, indicating that we're releasing them into your custody.
Okay.
I have to admit, Ms. Devers, we're a little bit in the dark about what's going on.
So I guess they told you about that whole dead scientist thing, too? Quite an imagination. Thank you.
Good luck. See what you can find out about any scientists who have died recently. And I want a meeting with Congressman Adams right away.
Yes, sir.
Here, get those handcuffs off. Go right down here. I hope you two realize how serious this is. You guys are involved in something that is way over your heads. You're lucky to be alive. Where are your cell phones? We just need to make sure they can't track you. We're almost there. This is all we've got here. Okay, so let's get down to business on this thing. I need to find out everything that you two know about Alfred Meanors.
We think he traveled back through time.
Okay. Based on what evidence?
Well, that's what he was working on when he just disappeared.
That's it? That's all you've got?
Well, the scientists who work with him, they were all killed.
Okay.
And the Patriot guy just showed up at the same time.
Yes, but none of this is helpful. It's just, it's nothing. Surely you've got something more.
He sent a message to his wife.
From the past?
I don't know. It just showed up in Iraq yesterday. It did look really old.
You saw it? What did it say?
Nothing. It was just directions to find clues.
I don't have it.
What was it?
It was just a little piece of leather. It had a name on it. John
Gadsby.
John Gadsby. Is there anything else?
How long do we have to stay here?
Not long.
What's going on?
What are you doing? Why are you handcuffing us?
What I am doing is something that would have never happened working as your father's little assistant. I'm making a name for myself.
You want me to take care of him now?
And, Kat, I really am sorry that you got mixed up in all of this. I really did like you.
You're not gonna get away with this, you know. They know you have us.
But fortunately, that's not going to matter after too long. Because by the time they get it all figured out, the only Brett Devers they will have ever heard of was the first president of the United States of America. I like how that sounds.
What are you talking about?
Lance, you can lock them up.
No, please. Please just let us go.
When we find the transporter, you can get rid of them, but discreetly, please.
No, you can't leave us in here. Great.
She was my friend.
I'm sorry. I'll figure something out. 7:20. Yeah. I think something's supposed to happen today.
What?
In Mr. Meanors' message, it said 7:20, right?
Yeah, time passes 7:20.
Today's July 20th.
I don't think it matters, Jake. We're stuck here and they're planning to kill us.
Not until they find out the clue. And we haven't given to him yet. I mean, if Mr. Meanors is trying to get back to our time, I think he's trying to give us the time and place. So if it is today, then John Gatsby is a clue of where we need to be.
Are you forgetting where we are?
No. I have an idea. Do you have any gum?
I don't think so. Just an old wrapper.
Perfect.
We told Brett about John Gadsby, you know. She's gonna figure it out.
That's why we need to hurry. If we can get to the police in time, maybe we can stop her.
And if Brett's expecting that, all she has to say is that it's a matter of national security and they'll just hand us right back to her. Congress has the authority over the district.
We'll go to my uncle then.
They're gonna be watching his place. What are you making?
An explosion. When he hears this, he'll think we escaped by blowing a hole through the wall.
You're making a bomb?
No. But it's gonna sound like one.
Now what?
Open your hand. When you hear the explosion, blow this under the door and get ready to run.
Okay.
Stand back! I'm gonna blow out the wall!
Now?
Yes.
Cat, wait!
I have to go get my bag.
No, Jake! We have to go! Ugh. Cat, run!
Gotcha! Hey, freeze, kid!
Jake, run!
Get back here now! You gotta get back here, kid! I'll put a hole in her!
Jake, run!
Wait, no, don't shoot her. I'm coming back.
Go! You have to stop her! Go!
I'm not messing around, kid!
No, he can't shoot me. He has to wait for Brett. Go! Go! Stop her!
Get back in the house.
Okay, God.
If you're really there like Kat says you are, I could really use your help right now. Please. Please, if you can. Gatsby's Tavern.
There you are.
Where have you been?
It's a long story. We were kidnapped, and they still have my friend Kat. I need to know what happened to you when you transported through time.
I don't really recall what happened.
Have you seen this place?
Yes, that's Mason's Ordinary. I know it well, but who's this Gadsby?
John Gatsby owned it after it was called Mason's Ordinary. It's still named after him today. This says it was one of George Washington's favorite places to eat.
Yes, it was. We dined there on many occasions.
We dined there?
Yes, Mr. Washington and myself.
Are you kidding me?
No, now I remember. I was dining with Mr. Washington and his wife, Martha, when suddenly I found myself here in this time period.
What year was that?
The year, it was 1773.
Your friend wins the Revolutionary War with England and becomes the first president of the United States, you know. Come on, we need to get to Gatsby's right away.
We went to war with England? And we won? Oh, by the hand of Providence. Might I ask what we're looking for?
I don't know, but it has to be here somewhere. Follow me.
Hey!
Shh.
What's going on over here?
Yes, madam.
I could use a little help if you don't mind.
Oh.
You can finish telling stories to the guests after we finish setting up for the luncheon?
Yes, madam. I'll be along shortly. At your service, madam.
You can save the accent for later.
Look at all this stuff. I guess it'd be pretty hard to throw something away if Thomas Jefferson might have used it. Time passes. Could it be another clock? There we go.
Password?
What's the password? Time passes. Time passes.
Is the password time? What is that thing? Is it really that small?
Wow.
Well, I have to say, you and your little partner do very nice work. I'm impressed.
You're not gonna get away with this, you know. People are gonna know what you did.
No, here's what I think. I think no one will know about any of this. Once I go back in time, I can rearrange whatever I want, and I think my first order of business will be to make sure that you were never born. This really is just too easy.
I'm gonna destroy it before you can ever touch it.
No, you won't. Lance.
Cat? No, wait. Don't hurt her. I'm putting it down.
Talk about easy. Very touching, by the way. Here, take those, cuff yourself on the pipe. Go.
Hello? Take you down here?
Yeah, I'm down here.
Excellent. Jake, you won't believe it. They had this most marvelous device. It's called a microwave oven, and it heats food in the twinkling of a... Good heavens, what's going on here?
Now I can wrap up all my loose ends at once.
Why are you doing this? What's in it for you anyway?
What's in it for me? Well, I don't know. Unlimited wealth, power, prestige. With my knowledge of 21st century technology and firepower, I will rule the 1700s. That little monument across the river, that'll be known as the Brett Devers Monument, and no one will even know who George Washington was. I'm just sorry that you can't all be around to enjoy my city.
I dare say. Americans of this generation do not revere George Washington for his cunning, but for his character and his devotion to the God he serves. I know George Washington. George Washington is a friend of mine. And you, madam, are no George Washington.
But now that I think about it, I think I will kill you myself. Why leave all the fun for someone else?
Here, catch.
What is this?
You little brat! I should have gotten rid of you when I had the chance. Find that! Fix it! Cuff yourself.
Mr. Meanors?
It's about time.
It's you. Are you okay?
What's going on here?
You seem to be in pretty good shape. How was your trip?
Yes? I'm fine. Lola, I need...
Yeah? Stay there.
Who are you?
She's trying to steal the machine. She wants to go back in time.
I can see that. But it's not a machine. It's an atomic
Whatever it is, it's mine now.
Wait a minute. Hopkins. Was there a man that showed up here when I disappeared?
How did he get here? How did he get here?
We came to attempt sending an item to 1773. We needed to be sure our process worked before they cut the funding to the project. Hopkins and I were the nearest living beings to the portal we opened, and we just swapped places somehow.
We just swapped him back.
You did? Oh, good. That man needs to sign the Declaration of Independence.
That is all going to be so unnecessary. Lance, when I'm gone, destroy all the equipment. And for your own sake, I'd make sure there are no witnesses here.
U.S. federal agents, everybody freeze. Put the weapons down. Put down your weapons. Miss Devers, put the gun down. There's no place for you to go. We're game is over.
This is not a game, Agent. This is history and the future. And you're a part of it. You should be proud.
It took us a while to figure out what you were up to, but it's over. Now give me the weapon.
Have it your way.
I don't know how that even worked.
What do you mean?
There was only 60% of the power needed for the restructuring. Any one of the parameters could have gone awry during the transfer.
Well, we're clear now. You can let the congressman in.
Cat, thank God you're safe.
Dad, what are you doing here?
Agent Simmons came to talk to me about Brett. I had no idea that you'd been taken. We looked everywhere for you.
You came looking for me?
Of course I did, sweetheart. You mean more to me than anything in the world. And I know that I have not been a very good father lately, but I promise I am not gonna let you down again.
How did you guys find us here anyway?
Well, actually, your uncle figured it out from this clue you must have left behind. I think he's around here somewhere.
Guys, I just found this back in the corner. It's warm.
What in the world is that?
Is that a dinosaur egg?
What else could it be?
If that just appeared, I bet we can safely say we won't be hearing from that Devers woman anytime soon.
We are now just moments away from hearing from the detective who led the investigation into one of the biggest political scandals of this decade. Government sources tell us that Lance Atkinson, together with another man, Wayne Drake, conspired to steal military secrets related to a next-generation fighter jet. We're now being told that both men are under arrest after last night's standoff at the historic Gatsby's Tavern, where both men were apparently hiding out.
Mr. Harvard, can you tell us how you were able to solve the case?
The case? Well, I just did the obvious thing. First, I called all of the animal hospitals to see if they had picked up any cats recently. Once I had a few leads...
I don't think we're talking about the same case. We're asking about the case with the missing scientist.
Oh, that one. Well, I'm just glad that everything worked out for the best. I don't know what I would have done if something had happened to my nephew here. Come here, Jakey.
So you were involved in this situation. What was that like?
Pretty scary. We definitely got ourselves into some pretty big trouble. I'm glad my Uncle Benny was there to bail us out.
Ah, come here, Jakey. Of course I was there. We're family. We stick together.
I'd like to say something. I recently experienced something that I never want to go through again. The loss of someone close to you is, this guy here. The best detective I know. I never doubted for a second that he would come through.
Hey.
What's going on?
Oh, my uncle's just having a press conference. What are you doing?
Oh, look. My dad made me his campaign manager. I'll be traveling with him for the summer.
That's awesome. I'm happy for you.
Yeah, totally.
You know, I have to leave for home tomorrow. My parents had to come home early because all this happened. At first, I thought that's what I really wanted, but now I feel really bad.
We both made bad choices, Jake. The good thing is we're still alive. And hopefully smarter. Do you think we're friends?
Kat, we almost died together. I think we'll always be friends.
And if your parents ever let you come back, I'll be here.
If your dad wins.
You can count on that.
Throw back the covers and rub my eyes, and what is that I see? In the mirror I could see my own reflection, and he's staring back at me. He said, In the day, there are 1,000 ways, a million possibilities. So sleepyhead, hear what I said, get out of bed, no, don't you have some place to be? And then he said, hey there, what you lagging for? Turn the frown upside down and get on out the door. Hey you, what you gonna do? The circumstances, they don't change before the altitude. You don't need a sunny sky. Wait for too long and your life is gonna pass you by. Just put some music in your step and it can go a little something like this. Could not believe my eyes. Now what did I just see? Step out the bedroom, down the hallway to the kitchen, and I pour myself coffee. There I am again in the coffee cup, saying to thyself, be true. I guess I'll try to swallow my own advice. I'm gonna need some caffeine too. And then he said, hey there, what you lagging for? Turn the frown upside down and get on out the door. Hey you, what you gonna do? The circumstances, they don't change before the attitude. You don't need a sunny sky. Wait for too long and your life is gonna pass you by. Just put some music in your step and it can go a little something like this. So live life from your heart and take hold of this moment and give it all you've got, 'cause it won't come round again. It don't matter how you start or even how you got here, just got to play your part. You just got to play your part. You just got to play your part. Hey there, what you lagging for? Turn the frown upside down and get on out the door. Hey you, what you gonna do? The circumstances, they don't change before the attitude. You don't need a sunny sky. Wait for too long and your life will pass you by. Just put some music in your step and it can go like this.